Well, I agree. When we isolate ourselves like that, what we're doing is limiting our audience. But do you think, and I'm just throwing this out to you guys, I want to ask, do you think that one reason that a lot of these sites and blogs do that and identify themselves that way is because the left has such control over media and the blogosphere in general that they're showing fellow right-wingers where the islands are
I,
to find that? I'm just wondering.
In part, I do think so, yes. That there is some kind of road sign in that, and it tells people what direction to go in to find where they, the destination that they're looking for. But again, I want to get this out as clear as I can, and I don't know that I have yet. I think it all depends on whether you are looking for an amen or an aha. That's a big difference. If you're looking for an amen, you're going to a place that's largely identifiable as like-minded people, and that's good. And there's a purpose for that, and there's a place for that, and there's a reason to create those spaces. But if you're looking for an aha, put an idea in someone's head that hasn't been there before, you might want to find some different identifier that will not keep people from coming to exchange ideas or to have that conversation, but you want instead to give them a neutral sounding place so that there is an aha moment. Oh, exposed to ideas without having to get around and penetrate the roadblocks that a name and identifier can be to people initially hearing conservative ideas from conservatives.
Matt says something pretty much. He says pretty much exactly that in the piece, talking about doors opening and doors shutting, and what happens when you brand yourself as 100%. When you name your website, the raging conservatives of freedom and liberty and guns and kill all the Muslims. It's kind of hard to move out of that niche. It's a little bit difficult.
Yeah, and it is all about the labeling and naming is all about what your purpose is. Like as Fishy was talking about, Conservative Union, we named ourselves that way so that anyone coming by, if you're looking for an example of how to figure out what are conservatives, what do they think about, what do they talk about, what are they doing, come to the Conservative Union and you will see. We are a public community of what conservatives are thinking about and doing and talking about and what's important to us. So it was important to us that we label ourselves as conservatives because we want non-conservatives to come see that we're normal, nice, decent people just like them and they can be a conservative. Heck, maybe they already are. Or maybe some people they know are conservative. So we wanted to put the name on that.
That's excluding Pradeep.
Why? Because he's not normal. He's far from normal.
Yeah. I just want to make sure that was there.
Pradeep Shankar, one of our co-founders, who is Superman as far as being able to post in quantity. I think it's because he's hired a whole bunch of those minions somewhere in India.
He's that one guy.
He is that guy. Yeah, he's brilliant and actually we were joking earlier in the week. Fishy was talking about how she was practicing her Indian accent with her husband, and we joked that her Indian accent is probably better than Pradeep's, and it certainly is, because Pradeep is the least Indian guy anybody ever knows. And I'm free to talk about him because
that's my bad, guys. That's my bad. I take ownership of this detour. That was me. That one's on me, guys. Sorry.
What? Us detour during a show? How unusual.
And Matt talks about it, why he writes for Slate and why he writes for Daily Beast, all these other publications, because being able to talk to a lot of different people means that he's disseminating his ideas. And that's kind of important if you want to affect the culture, if you want to get your message out. Ironically, the way that you get your message out is by getting your message out.